switch-up week when I had Robert Herjavec. Thank
Who's
goodness.
He?
But the switch-up is awful. Like,
Yeah.
it can be.
Well, come on. You were being truly honest with me off camera, and you were saying to me that you really don't like the switch-up week. As a pro dancer, tell us why this is so tough.
It's just you build up such a rapport with your partner, and then all of a sudden you're starting from scratch again with someone else, and it can get really awkward, you know? So I sometimes feel for, like, if you've done not a great job the week before, and then the next partner does really well with them, it's kind of like you're like,
there's so many interesting talking points tonight because you say that. That's what happened with Jodie. Last week wasn't a great week with her for Disney Week. Everyone's looking for her and Val because, of course, they starred together on a Fuller House scene.
That's right, they did too.
America out there made that happen.
Yes.
And in some ways, Keo doesn't want her to get better scores than with him, right?
Well,
Weigh in on that.
No, in some way you do need them to get great scores, because that could be the difference of you staying and going. So especially for Jodie, I think she really needs to get good scores and a good dance tonight. But then Val, it's like bittersweet, because he'll watch and then he'll be like, oh, she's done so well, but it wasn't with me.
Because you've got to level with me. I mean, at the end of the day, they know everyone's going to be talking. And I mean, I can say
they do.
We've seen these performances, and some of them tonight are spectacular.
Some of them
there are certainly going to be people talking.
Absolutely.
Wow, that's the best dance they've done. It's with a new partner.
I know. It's like you're cheating on someone. You know what I mean? It's so weird. But yeah, some people might do better with a new partner, and then that's kind of awkward when you go back to your partner. You're like, oh, well, I did, I got the best score ever.
It's good for them to stay in the competition.
Absolutely.
But it really puts the pressure on the pro, doesn't it?
It does. It puts pressure on the pro. But you know what? You do have such a great rapport that most people are excited to get back to who they were dancing with. I mean, all of the pros are incredible on Dance with Stars. It's like the creme de la creme of dancers, you know? So whoever you're with, you're in great hands. But everyone's different in their approach.
There's no bad decisions, but on some level, there are different ways to coach different people.
Exactly.
And sometimes maybe the mix just might be maybe better with the switch-up partner.
I know. Or height-wise, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
it's just...
talk to us about the challenging things from a pro's point of view of having to teach someone to dance in 7 days.
I mean, it's so difficult to be taking someone completely new. It's basically like you've started, and we have 3 weeks in the beginning. So you're now getting with someone who you don't really know. You've got to figure out how they work, how they learn, because everyone learns differently, and you have to adapt your teaching style. So you just have to do it in such a quick pace. So you've got to get in there, get it done. You
talk about that, and then you talk about Sharna and Peter with Niall. Okay?
Exactly.
So that's got to be probably the biggest challenge, because Peter really has worked so hard to get a really nice technique.
And she
with
now,
Niall.
yes, she definitely has such a great way of working with him. They're a really good team. So that's going to be hard for Sharna to come in, but I'm sure she's going to do an incredible job.
Yeah, look, Sharna and Peter are great friends.
They're really good friends.
So let's hope that maybe they were helping each other. I mean, would you be open to that?
All of the pros, we're like family. So I'm pretty sure they'd be texting and calling and saying, how's it going? Or I don't know, like, what do you think if I do this? I'm sure there's a lot of help going into it and a lot of back and forth with text messages. So
yeah, well, it's going to be interesting to see who comes out on top, and of course, who will be eliminated tonight. Someone leaving the show.
Oh
man, what a week to go on Switch Up Week.
Yeah.
But of course, as you can hear behind us, the live show, the main show, has just begun. And before we get into it, let's take a look at the leaderboard, Kim, and see exactly what's going down. You can see Doug and Karina and Jodie and Keo again didn't have a great dance last week.
I think this is a really important week for Jodie, especially because I think these scores are going to be combined. So she needs to really get a good one, because she was pretty in the middle before, wasn't she?
Yeah, and then you've got Ginger and Val up the top.
They're right at the top.
Jodie with Val and
wow.
Paige and Mark. I know that you're a huge fan of Paige, right?
I love Paige. I think she's incredible. It baffles my mind that she can really kick your butt, and then she's out here looking all graceful and gorgeous and beautiful, and I think she's obviously so athletic, but she's so graceful with it, and I think she's really going to develop, and I think she's improving every week, so she's one to watch.
Yeah, and cool, like you put Sasha with her as well. I think we're going to see a really fun, cool dance, maybe something that we haven't seen from her before.
Maybe, yeah.
I think that's the thing, is when you put the different pro in, it gives a whole different style, so maybe we'll see them do a style of dance that they haven't done before.
Because every pro has their certain way and their certain style, so you'll see a different difference in all of it. So.
All right, well, look, we want to hear from you, of course. This is all about you.
Yes.
So let us know anything that you want to know, any questions that you've got for Kim or any of our pros or our celebs. They're all coming up tonight. And all you've got to do is find us at DWTS All Access, and we would love to hear from you.
Yes.
And, of course, no one gets you closer than All Access to the show that you love. All the cameras. We do this every week, but we're going to do it now. Look at that. We can see the opening number, which is happening right now. It's fantastic.
So amazing. The show just it blows my mind every single time. You can never get sick of Dancing with the Stars. It is the most incredible show.
I know, because the cast is so different.
Yeah.
And we love these guys too, our judges. And who do we see there?
We've got to talk about our special guest judge.
Back. Well, look, this is the kind of character that I love. I don't know if you've even seen this, Kim. But take a look.
Max
Boom.
is in the house.
Here's his.
Oh, back in the day.
Look at that.
Is that now?
It's his audition tape.
That was his. I was like, that is not him now.
I know. He was not happy about seeing that last week.
I love it.
What's he going to bring to the show? We love Max up here at All Access. We know everyone out there does as well. He was fantastic to have here last week.
He's amazing.
I missed you, of course. But he was a good stand-in.
He's incredible.
What do you think he's going to bring to the show?
Well, obviously, Max knows exactly what they're going through because he's been there, he's done it. So it's great to have that perspective. But I think he's going to be really, really firm, really tough. He's actually really funny. I think people don't know how funny he is. So I think it's great. You're going to get to see a different side of him. He may be torn. I mean, let's just talk about it.
Yeah.
He's going to be judging his brother, his fiancé.
Yeah.
And he does have an ex-fiancé in there. I know that's a bit awkward, but it's...
Awkward o'clock. But it is really a family here, you know. You spend so much time with these people. It's understandable.
Yeah.
And he was a huge fan favourite. He was on the show forever. Is he going to, it was like Julianne was on the show last year and she wasn't favouritism to Derek at all, was she?
I don't think that he will be giving favouritism out. It'll be interesting to see what he does when,
And just see if he gives out some really big scores.
Max just says it how it is, and I think that's what we're going to see from him tonight.
Do you end up seeing big scores on Switch Up Night? I mean, because it feels, it's a weird one.
It is. It's a weird night. It's very exciting. I think it's great to watch. It's not so great to be doing it, but I think we could see some big scores just from seeing the dress rehearsal.
Yeah.
There's definitely some incredible dancers.
Yes, and a lot of things that could go wrong, right, Kim? So let's hope that everything goes to plan and we see some big scores, and of course then our partners can be reunited.
There's a lot of jealousy going on already.
Yeah, they're looking over at each other.
I love it. It's so funny.
So it's going to be a huge night for all of our couples. Who's going to come out on top, and of course who will be heading home tonight, we're going to find out very, very soon. But right now we really need to look at who's coming up first.
Yes.
And first out of the gates is Nyoe and Whitney. Now, Nyoe, I think he had an incredible week last week. He was a standout performer. And he's just got to keep improving, doesn't he, if he wants to hang in there.
Nyoe was the one that came out of the gate so strong. He was like the front runner from the beginning. Now he's got to keep it up, and I think he is. So the switch up will be interesting because he's been on top with Lindsay, and they've sort of struck this great connection. It will be interesting to see how he goes with having a new partner, because that dynamic is obviously going to change.
Similarities or differences between Whitney and Lindsay?
Well, I mean,
I know they're great friends.
Both sweet girls, and they're both gorgeous, but they're very different in personalities. So it will be, I can't wait to see.
On some level, you talk about the experience as well, and we talk about, we use the example again, I guess, of Keo and Val. Val's been here for a very long time.
Won it before.
Not only does he understands how this show works best.
Yes.
So that's got to be an advantage.
Yeah, I mean, Val, he's won the show. He's been in, I think, all of the finals that as soon as he started doing really well. Yeah. So he's gone far pretty much every season he's been in. So he's got that experience under his belt. Obviously, Keo was kicked off first all the times he's been on. And this is the first time he can really prove himself and that he's come this far. So it's going to be great to see what he does with someone else as well. Yeah. Because we've seen him with Jodie. What's he going to do with someone else?
I know with Kim it's going to be interesting, and I think he's going to be watching very closely that Jodie and Val dance to see, what she does, and let's hope for some big scores.
Absolutely.
But very soon we're going to be having the first of our guests up here, and Von Miller will be up here.
Von Miller,
if you've got any questions or anything that you want to know just about how this week's been going from, let us know at DWTS All Access. I mean, how have you been since we last saw you? It feels like it's been forever.
It feels like it's been forever. I've been great.
You've been all around the world?
I went back to Australia to see my family. I'm actually looking for a wedding dress right now. So that's a lot of stress, actually.
Yes.
There's so many, I didn't realise.
Let us take your mind off it, Kim.
This whole process, yeah, it's crazy, but it's fun.
All right, well, look, thank you, everyone, for sending in your questions, and I think we've got one right now.
Got a question?
Do you think Paige has a little advantage since she was
already...
She already danced with a different partner on week 2 with
that's
Alan.
Right.
That's
she got
great
thrown
question.
into that. That is a great one. Alan, didn't he do a great job? You know what? She didn't have time to think about it, and the choreography was already done, and she'd been taught by Mark, so it was kind of different.
Yeah.
Obviously, it was a lot of stress for her just having someone at the last minute, but the routine was done by Mark. She'd been coached by Mark. This is very different because it's Sasha's choreography. It's a different style, so I don't think she's got an advantage because of that.
All right, well, look, Kim's going to step out now and ask any of
your
questions. So if you've got any questions, Kim's going to be live tweeting and answering them right now. So good to have Kim Johnson back in the ballroom, which means we are very close to welcoming our first guests, which we are switching them up. So let's have a big round of applause for Vaughn and Lindsay. Here with a new partner, say hello. Look at this guy, looking so sharp. And look, a new partner, we're not normally seeing you up here. You're going to have to go bedazzled. Are you okay with that, Vaughn? You just put it at the back there. Look, you got it. There you go. Keep that cowboy hat on, bro.
I'm going to be so distracted. My partner is dancing right now.
I know. It's cruel, isn't it, to make you do this? How's this experience been, though? Look, I mean, wow, the switch up. How you feeling, Vaughn?
I'm feeling pretty good. Lindsay's a great coach. She's a great teacher. Chemistry picked up right off the bat. And, we just been working. We had a short week this week, so we had to cram a lot of time in. A lot of work in a short amount of time, and I feel pretty good. I feel pretty comfortable.
Well, look, at the start of the week you made Lindsay part of the team. Let's take a look at that video. And we're all part of team. We're all part of Team Vaughn as well.
Look,
we've all got the glasses.
Oh, yeah.
Cute.
Yeah.
Dope.
I became Team Vaughn.
No glasses for me, though, obviously. No?
Okay,
so we're all part of it. I know, right? So it was obviously a great week, and a great partner. And what about for you? What's the challenging things about this week for you?
Well,
Lindsay?
switch up is tough because you got to learn really quickly a new way of teaching. But I found it very easy with Vaughn. He's such a hard worker, so I really just drilled him all week, and he was so willing to do whatever I asked of him, and it made my job extremely easy.
All right, well, look, we're going to do something now called Switch Up Confessions, okay?
Okay.
Now, no one's going to see this. No one's going to know about
Everyone's going to see this.
Okay.
Switch Up.
Switch up.
All right, here we go.
Okay.
That switch up moment is a lot like a blind date. Was there instant chemistry?
Yeah, instant chemistry, yeah. Whitney's from Utah, Lindsay's from Utah. Everybody that I've met from Utah has been great.
Awesome.
So,
We
shout out
got along
Utah.
right off the bat. We were like,
great.
buds. Okay, cool.
Yeah, that's exactly what you want. Question 2. What is the one thing that you learned from your new partner that you didn't already know?
Easy. I learned how to hit. I learned some really good moves from
I
this
think
guy.
we have some footage of those moves. You were kind of looking pretty good. Look at that.
So bad. Bad. I promise I'm a dancer, guys. It's fine. I'll get it. So it's kind of like we both gained something this week. I taught him how to pas de bourrée, taught me how to hit.
ODB in there as well?
Yeah, ODB in there. It was a great day. Right when he came, the energy level just rose. And, we were able to ride the energy wave for the rest of the week.
Yep.
Great. All right, next question. Is there anything that you don't want your current partner to know that you did with your old partner?
Then I showed her the dance moves. And, Whitney, she didn't want me to have, the instant chemistry, but it was just natural. She wanted me to play tough.
So we don't want Winnie to know about that, right?
She didn't want him to have fun. You had fun. We had fun.
I had a whole lot of fun.
All right, and are you guys going to try and keep this relationship up, keeping in mind that long distance is tough?
Oh, yeah, we're going to totally hold on to that long distance, just phone calls, FaceTime every night.
Yeah, well, someone will be in room 1 and you guys will be rehearsing in room 3 or something. It's
we'll
so far away.
Work, it's got to happen.
All right, well, look, so switch up confessions. I think we learn a lot.
Yep.
And how are you feeling about this week? Whether there's going to be an elimination, nobody knows.
Yep.
How are you feeling about this experience now that we're kind of halfway through?
It's been so much fun, and it just continues to get more and more fun every single week. And I'm learning a lot about myself. At the beginning of the week, I was like, man, there's no way I'm going to be able to learn this job in just, 5 days. But Lindsay got it out of me. So I learned that I can do something in a short amount of time, a brand new dance, whether it be a brand new dance or whatever. I got a newfound belief in myself.
Well, look, I know you caught up with Emmett Smith as well, of course, who was a past winner. What did he say to you? Like, what advice did he give you? He's the bad boy right there.
Yeah, he was. I was asking him. I was like, I put in 4 hours, 5 hours a day. He was like, that's it. I'm putting in 9 hours, so I know that I got to put in a whole lot of work.
I gotta go.
Give a wave, and we'll have one more question with you, Von, because I got to bring this up. This little bad boy right here.
Yeah.
The Sports Illustrated cover. Look at all these guys that you bet out here. How does it feel to be the stylish man that you are?
Oh, man, it's great, man. I'm in great company with a whole lot of stylish guys. And the best part about it says the NFL's most fashionable team. So I'm proud of all my bros. And, I'm hoping that we can keep it up.
And what advice would you give to any man out there trying to be more stylish?
You just got to be yourself to the fullest. That's what I do. I be myself to the fullest. It's only one Von. So it works.
All right, man. Well, look, as always, so great. We really appreciate you coming up. Let's give him a big round of applause. Thank you, Von. Good luck tonight, man. You're going to do it great. Thank you to Lindsay as well. And thank you to all of you for all of your questions. We are now getting into our very first dance of the night. Kim, straight into it. Nyoe and Whitney, and we can see Von is just off camera to the right here, watching his partner.
He must sweat so much.
Yeah, is that? Did you get the?
Oh, I got the sweaty ones
look,
again.
he's MVP.
He is MVP. All right, here we go. So we've got a tango here. Right. So the tango, you want to see the weight down into the ground. I'm thinking at the moment that Nyoe he's got a little bit too much rise and fall for my liking. So I'd like to see him a little more compressed. But, I mean, he's incredible. He really is. Every dance that he does, he attacks 100%. But as far as the tango goes, I'd like to see him still work on his frame a little more.
Now, of course, I guess he has got a new partner, but we are seeing him improve week on week.
Definitely.
And, yeah, you can see he's loving it.
He's loving it.
And
I adore him, and I love watching him dance. It's so sweet seeing Lindsay up there supporting. It was a great first dance, great way to open the show. I think in the ballroom dances, he still needs to work on a few things. I feel like in the Latin dances, he comes out and he's just got it.
And of course, the challenges of dancing, James Bay, the incredible artist, performing, and every time you sing a song differently. So what are the challenges of that for a pro to kind of keep in mind that the song could be changing?
Well, yeah, that's the thing. Like, you just adapt.
All right, I think we are going to...
All right, I'm going to hop out.
Yeah, I think you're going to hop out, Kim.
Okay.
Things are going crazy right now. We'll get back to that question, Kim, and she's going to be answering your questions. We'll get back to that. Sharna, look at you looking fantastic. All right, now we're going to come to us. You know how awkward this. You know how awkward this is, guys. Man, we're hearing boos behind. Now we're going to be doing the wave to the main show, but Niall, I mean, first of all, while we wait. How fantastic has it been to work with this fine Australian? I mean, you've got quite the collection now, haven't you?
Exactly right. A lot of Australians, but working with Sharna has been a great experience. The first 2 days, it's a little awkward, maybe not awkward. We're just learning about each other, and then by the third day, we know what we can do.
Yeah, it was incredible to work with Niall, and I've already told him, but it's made me a better teacher working with him and that experience. But I was nervous. I was freaking out this week.
There you go.
Oh, hi.
There we go. Sorry.
No, I was really nervous working with Niall.
Look, me and Kim were just talking about it. It really is a challenge, and Peter and Niall have done such a great job. What going into it? Where was your head at? What was the challenging thing for you?
Panic mode, that I wanted to make sure that I did justice by Niall and Peter, and did a great job. And I obviously consulted with Peter about the way that she worked with him, but ultimately I had to learn it myself in the room. Everybody has a different style, and I know I was very different for Niall in the first couple of days, but we really did get to know each other, and now it's so easy to work with him. I love it. We have an understanding in our own language, and he knows the way I move now, and it's beautiful.
And Niall, for you?
Yeah, well, definitely. I mean, she also learned a lot of sign, which was great. She's learning a lot.
Look, man, I mean, that's what it's all about, huh? Like challenging yourself. But the switch-up week is hard. We're just talking about it with Kim. It really is. Some of the pros, they don't love it. Weigh in on it, Sharna. If you could make it go away.
I actually don't mind the switch up. I think it's great if you can go into it with the celebrity in front of you and just give it your absolute everything, then it should be no different to any other week. The hard part is that other people compare us to each other. So it's not really the way we feel about it, it's what other people feel about it. And so that's what sucks for us, because we're one big family and then all of a sudden they're playing us off each other, and that's rough for us.
Those damn producers.
I know, my goodness, they're trying to make good TV.
The thing is, Noel, as well, each week you're getting better. So it stands that you might get your best scores tonight because each week you're improving so much, right?
Well, yeah, I'm hoping to get my best score, especially with it being switched up week. I think that, it's a good way to prove to people that Pete is not the only person that can teach me, that I'm able to work with anybody, and anybody can work with me.
All right, guys, you know what's about to happen, the awkward wave to the main show. And here it is, Kim. Here we go. Unbelievable. Look at this. Look at these guys. And then Kim coming up here and have a look, wave. Oh my gosh, we did it. Can we give ourselves a round of applause? Very well done. Very well done.
Kimmy, you look beautiful today.
As always.
And those shoes are unbelievable.
And Kim's going to be answering your questions, so if you want to live tweet or ask her any questions, at DWTS, All Access is the place to go. We've got you here, so we're going to do something called Switch Up Confessions.
Okay.
Okay. We're going to ask you the tough questions. Here we go.
Switch Up Confessions.
Yeah, we're in trouble.
That switch up moment is like a blind date. When you first met, was there instant chemistry?
I kind of ran and just jumped on him, so I guess so, yeah.
Right. We hugged each other. Yeah. I think that was our instant chemistry, yeah. Definitely. I wanted to work with Sharna in the first place, and a lot of people wanted us together, so it worked.
Yeah.
Fantastic. Look, well, what is the one thing that you learned from your new partner, Noel, that you didn't already know?
Well, I don't know.
The Viennese waltz?
Probably, basically that's it. It's so hard to say because it's the first week. We had a switch up week, so I don't know.
No new dance techniques. You just basically, you're learning everything.
Right, exactly.
Well, everything's new, right?
That's exactly it, right?
Peter and I came from the same school of dance, so we're trained by very much the same people, so I think we have a very similar way of teaching and what we want out of our partner.
Great. All right. Is there anything that you did with your current partner that you don't want your old partner to know about?
No, I guess not. I think we were very mature this week.
I think we were mature.
Very nice. Vaughn said that he doesn't want Winty to know about the new nickname that they've made up for their new team. So,
For our new team?
No. Vaughn,
their new
Whitney,
team.
Lindsay, they don't want it to know. So, you guys are very well behaved. Well done.
We're sticking with redefining dance. I love that for Niall.
I love it.
That is his team name.
Okay, last question, guys. Are you guys going to try and keep this relationship up, keeping in mind that it's now long distance? You'll be in rehearsal room 1. She'll be in rehearsal room 3.
I know. I can't believe I'm going to be torn apart from Niall. It's killing me. But I adore him, and I would love to, obviously keep the friendship going and everything with Niall for sure. He's beautiful, inside and out.
Right. Well, exactly the same thing. I'm open to that.
There was a great photo of the three of you. I think we've got it somewhere. In the rehearsal. Oh no, this is slightly different. This is
that's not the one. That's different.
Nyoe and Vaughn, but you guys in the rehearsal room. Look at that. Even Peter out on the cold.
Right, that's my favorite photo. Yeah,
I love Peter's face.
Peter is fantastic, and I guess everyone's just it wants everyone to do really well this week, huh? Because as you say, people are comparing everyone. How are they going to do? But backstage, it's just a big family, isn't it?
It really is, and we help each other out. And even Karina was coming to me with Antonio's videos, and we all help each other. There's no rivalry between us. It's more so how we get pitched against each other. I say that the fans fight about us more than we fight. That's what's crazy. But
it is
right. That's very true. I think that's very true.
It's a real sense of camaraderie.
I think it's more. It makes everything more fun, because there's no point in, not helping each other. We want to help each other have fun, It's a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity.
Exactly.
And look, not only does the support come from in here in the room, also fantastic friends like Tyra Banks, who came in this week. Now, what sort of support has she given you? And just to kind of have an experience of meeting and hanging with her, how's that been?
Well, I have to say, I feel so honored because I was on her show, and I know that she trained me, and now she's coming to see me on my show and dance. And I think that in itself means so much to me. And I think that she also saw me from the very beginning of America's Next Top Model as an amateur on the show. I had no idea what to expect, and 1 year later, everything has changed for me, and I'm doing well. So it's nice to have Tyra see that and see my growth.
Yeah.
You know, and we have a very deep relationship.
Oh, well, I think she's here tonight, and fantastic to see.
Yep, she's here.
You dance on the dance
down
floor,
on,
right?
You know what my
down there with her
reaction was
mom.
when she came in, though?
What, did you freak out?
Awesome. I look like crap and a supermodel just walked in the room.
Yes.
She's so
You're
beautiful.
surrounded by
She is
models.
gorgeous.
She's models.
everywhere.
Just
Yeah,
surrounded
she's
by
always
them. I was like, all 5'4" of me can't take this.
All right, well, look, we're going to put Niall on the spot. Here we go. Look at this little thing we made up here. You've got Peter on one side, you've got Sharna on the other. We're going to ask you questions. You're going to answer with the face to the
So
camera.
bad.
All right, here we
This
go.
is that stuff we're talking about, by the way.
Well, come on.
This is that thing.
That's not me. Whose idea was this? Okay. You guys have been BFFs forever, you and Peter, so it's all good. You know, you're both from
it's all
Australia.
love. We're good.
We want to find out, the difference. Who has prettier eyes? Oh, the right answer. Okay, who has better sense of humour? Okay.
She's crazy. I love her.
Who smells worse after a long rehearsal?
Oh.
This guy's
Well
good.
played.
This guy
Yeah,
is
thinking,
good.
yep, smart.
Man, he's good. All right. Who is a more patient teacher?
I think we're about the same, to be honest.
Yeah.
Yeah, probably about the same.
About the same.
Yeah.
All right. And last question. Who is a better kisser?
Well,
Yeah.
let me see. Because I've fake kissed her in the dance, and we haven't done that yet. We didn't
Oh.
kiss, so I guess that's
Okay.
the only
I'm just going to
experience
make
I had.
out with you at the end of our dance.
Are you
tonight.
thinking what I'm thinking, guys? Let's do this live. You guys
Yes.
can kiss right now.
Just start making it. Kidding.
But
Kidding.
look- Exactly. What? All right, that sounds like a perfect time to let you guys go. Thank you so much for coming up.
Thank you,
best
Peter.
of luck. We cannot wait. We're supporting you no matter what, 100%. And we can't wait to see what happens next.
Thank you.
All right, give them a big round of applause, guys. We love them. Thank you, Noel. Thanks, Sharna.
Thank you, babe.
All right. Thanks, Noel. Best of luck. See you, Sharna. All right. We are back into it, which means we are moving right along to Kim and Keo. The question was that we asked earlier, Kim, how will Keo go with another partner?
Yeah.
Well, we're about to find out.
Oh, they're up now.
The
Love
one
it.
thing that people are saying about this pairing is such a big height difference. Keo
Right.
is really tall. Kim,
She's
not
probably
so
the
much.
smallest contestant
Talk about
that
the
we have.
challenges of that.
And they're doing a ballroom dance. So in the ballroom dances, it's all about the frame. And obviously you can see Sasha and Kim are perfectly matched together with their height. So that will be a little interesting. However, Keo is the pro, so he'll be able to control that. He's just going to have to bend his knees a lot more. But I think they're going to do really well. I do. I know that Sasha and Kim have a really, really strong connection. You can see that on the dance floor. So they may struggle with forming this connection.
And
that's
you've,
such a big
you've
part
had
of
so
it.
much longer to work on it, haven't you? You've
You
had
really
the
have.
opportunity to kind of get to know someone,
Yes.
work out their quirks, work out the best way to teach them. This one, the turnaround is so quick.
It's so quick. But yeah, so it's going to be interesting. And especially the waltz is a dance where you really have to have that connection and that intimacy and really work together. So
Do you think behind the scenes the pros would ask the other pros, like, come on, give me the shorthand, give me the
Absolutely.
fast track here to kind of get this person on?
you know
on-
what? You want your celebrities to do well because that's going to keep you in the competition. So Sasha would be telling Keo, oh, this is how she works best. You're going to give each other help and guidance to do it. So I think that's fine. But yeah, the Viennese waltz is one of the dances it's quite tricky.
What makes it a difficult dance?
It's not, people think when you think of waltz that it's slow, but the Viennese waltz is actually quite a fast dance. And you have to have a lot of this rise and fall going on. So it's not an easy dance and it's a lot of spinning. A lot of the celebrities, which always surprises me, they end up getting dizzy doing it. And because I'm like, oh, it's fine. But there's so much rotation going on.
I guess if you're not used to it, I mean, this is your world, you know, but if you're not used to
it,
it can be a struggle.
And you need to have a lot of fluidity through your movement. So you need to keep this movement going. And
dancing second tonight, Kim and Keo. Let's see how they go, of course.
I mean, I just have to say, first of all, doesn't she look gorgeous?
She does.
They both look beautiful. Okay.
So tell us what we're looking for and tell us how they're going. I mean, I think she's improving week on week.
She really is. I loved her from the get-go when she did the cha-cha with Sasha in the beginning. I would like to see her not break her wrist so much. I'd like her to see, like, extend into the camera there. So at the moment, like, she was breaking her wrist a little bit more. It has to come from your body. So I'd like to see that, but that may have just been a little thing in the beginning. That was better. At the moment, I think they're setting up the little story. What I love about her, she's obviously a great actress, but she's got such beautiful emotion and feeling for when she dances. She makes it look really natural. I think that this is good. You want to have breath in your arms and your movement as well, so that was good. Now they're starting to do their Viennese whirls. It's a little bit boppy. It could be a little more fluid, but I'm being totally nitpicky here. There's a lot. It's a different. I feel like there's a lot more sexiness with these two.
I was going to say it's slow and it's quite romantic. The challenges of kind of really telling.
Yeah, I think that Keo has definitely brought out a different side of Kim.
Yeah.
Which is what the whole point of the switch up is. Wow, it was quite a passionate, sultry, sexy Viennese waltz, which is not what you think of a Viennese waltz.
And we're seeing Sasha there with a big smile on his face. He's happy by the looks.
Yeah, he's happy. I think she did really well with that switch up. And I didn't actually notice much of the height difference. Did you?
Not at all. Not at all.
I thought they did a great job with that.
I think that's what people were saying during the week. Wow, there's a huge height difference, and you can see it's certainly there. But they hit it very well. It didn't certainly seem like a problem at all.
I think it would be different if the pro was taller. That's hard. But I think that he did a great job because Keo can sort of mask that and really bend his knees a lot more than he would normally if he had someone more of his height. So he did a great job with that.
So do you think he in any way improved her from what you remember seeing?
I think he's brought a different, dance-wise, I don't think she's improved that much. I think Sasha's done a great job with her up to this point. But what I do think he's done is really bring out a different side of her. We saw this sort of sultry sexiness, and she looked she's always confident, but she had this sort of sexiness and sultry way about her, which I liked.
All right, well, we're hearing booing behind us now, so the judges...
I can't hear what they're saying. Yeah. What's going on down there?
It sounded like it was Max getting some
Getting
boos.
booed already.
Saying it like it is.
That's what Max does.
Yeah.
You have to do that.
Yeah, especially, I think, Max, that was literally not a Viennese waltz. Just
well,
nice movement.
They did a little bit of Viennese waltz. It was a little bit stop and start, and there wasn't much in dance hold, so I'll be interested to see what Len says because he's the stickler with that. They did a lot more of open work, maybe because of the height difference. But I think she did I thought it was beautiful. I think she did a really good job.
Yeah, well, I think at this point, when you look at the stats and go, okay, you've got 3 or 4 days to put this together.
Yeah.
She did an incredible job. The thing really now is where's she going to sit at the end because someone, of course, has to go home. And will that be enough?
Right.
Because I think we've got some incredible dancers on the way. That was great.
It was great.
Yeah. Will it be the best of the night? Well, time will tell.
Time will tell. That's the thing. But she's one of my favourites. I really like her. I think she's been great from the beginning, and I love the way she commits to every single dance. So I hope she sticks around for a long time.
What kind of scores do you think we might get? Are we going to see 7s, 8s?
We may see some 7s and 8s, I think. They're definitely not going to go higher. I think we may see more 7s. Yeah, 7s, maybe an 8. We'll see.
All right, we'll wait and see.
I think Len's not happy that they didn't do much in closed hold. But that was tricky because, of the height difference. So, oh, dear.
You have to work with what you have. And the challenges, I think, are what make this week so compelling to watch.
It's such an interesting week. It really is because you've got your pro that you've been working with watching you. Now she's getting attacked by, Keo's going to have a word. It's getting heated in the ballroom, everyone. Drama.
I mean, in some ways, I guess I've got to ask it. If she was to get low scores, would you look to Keo and sort of say, some of the blame?
Sometimes it's the luck of the draw with the dance you get as well. I think all of the pros on the show are exceptional and they're so great in their own way. But maybe, you would feel that way as the pro. I would. If, you know, I took someone and then they got a bad score, you would feel personally really bad. But you can't take it that way.
Yeah.
But it's hard not to.
Yeah, well, it's going to be,
you know,
we're about to
they're getting
find
their
out.
scores right now. Here we go. Oh, okay. I reckon we're going to see 7s.
8 from Carrie-Anne. Oh, wow. 6 from Len.
7, I reckon.
6.
No way.
Who's
wow.
And 8.
I don't think she's ever been given a 6.
And 8.
Well, it
wow.
evened it out. I thought they were going to get a 7, so... Okay.
28.
Right.
Who's grumpier in your minds, Max or Len?
It depends. I mean, Max is sort of sticking with Len tonight, which is interesting.
All right. Well, I guess he's calling it like it is. There's going to be no sugarcoating it.
Right.
But, yeah, look, if you've got any questions or want to let us know how you think, what you think the scores were like. You think Kim should maybe done a little bit better than that? I thought the dance was great.
Interesting they went from 8s to 6s, you know.
So there's a bit of difference, bit of disparity there between our judges.
Definitely, a little bit.
And of course, so much of it is down to you at home.
That's the thing.
You've got to pick up the phone and vote for whoever you like and whoever you want to stay and win this Mirable.
Absolutely.
And if you want to talk to Kim, you're going to step out now.
I'm going to step off and I am going to get on the tweeting, okay?
Okay.
All right, I'm going to step out.
Any questions, just fire them in at DWTS All Access, which means that we can now welcome, look at these two. Jodie and Val, how are you guys? And Val, your new partner for the week. And I guess, guys, we've talked about all week with the fans, and one of the big things they said, they thought this might happen. You know, obviously there's a little bit of a connection. Twitter and everyone was talking about it. Did you guys have that feeling that, you know, it might happen this way as well?
I mean, I had a feeling, you know, based on what I was reading on my social media and stuff, that this is what people were going to vote for. And I was really excited. You know, I think being that Val and I had worked together for, you know, that brief bit of time on Fuller House, I at least felt like, okay, I'm not walking into something completely unknown.
Was there a little bit of an advantage here, Val, because you've kind of danced with her before?
There was, yeah. I mean, I guess there was an advantage in the sense of, as a teacher, I didn't really hold back. You know, I excused myself those, you know, the beginning times when you're just getting to know each other and certain things you just don't let yourself say to somebody you just met. In that sense, it was easier that we made up a lot of time by just understanding right off the bat, like, my intentions for you are the best, incredible. I want you to be incredible, and I'm your teammate for the week. And you know, once we got past that, I was just like, all right, Jodie, let's kill it now.
Yeah.
As the switch up goes, though, Jodie, how has that been? I mean, Val's done it before. It's a tough thing, though, because you're getting your groove, you're getting your confidence, and then you've got to smash it up and just do it all again with someone else.
Absolutely. I mean, I think the hardest part of it is, you know, is the connection with somebody. You know, you build up a friendship and a relationship, and you know, Keo and I, and I'm sure with Ginger and Val, like, you start to know each other as partners, that you can look at the other person's face and know what they're thinking and know what needs to happen or not happen, or, you know, there's sort of an unspoken communication that starts to happen with partners. And then switching that up with somebody new, it's like, okay, now everything has to come out and we got to figure this out together.
And Val, for you, I mean, the switch up, the challenge, I mean, do you like it? We talked to a lot of the pros up here, and they're like, like is a strong word. What do you think?
I like it.
You do? Why is that?
What do I think of a switch up?
Yeah, and what do you think as a pro having to do this? This challenge,
you know, it's as a pro, it's a great opportunity to help someone else grow as a dancer, and you know, we are still connected. All of us as pros are connected with the same responsibility. When we're teaching somebody how to dance, we do our best to do so. So, in that sense, it was just cool and you know, pre-season, I feel like a lot of people, when they heard that Jodie's doing the show, I think a lot of people thought that we were going to be paired up together. So this was an awesome opportunity to kind of show them what it would have looked like if we were.
Yeah.
But also, you know, I want to do well for her, and I want to do well long term. I wanted to teach her certain things that she could apply moving forward with Keo, because ultimately that's their couple. I can't take credit. You know, I think she's going to have an incredible night tonight, but I would never take full credit for tonight's performance, because she's already been taught for a month and a half, and the reason why she is as good as I get to enjoy this week is because of Keo and his work. So, you know.
And did you throw a cheeky text to Max and just say, "Hey, come on, bro"?
No, I mean, we grew up in a very tough love environment anyway. So even if he is biased, the way he would show it is by, you know, being tougher on
scoring your work.
Yeah, exactly.
Well, I think you guys are going to do a great job. There's so much support, and I think everyone's looking forward to it. So thanks for coming up.
Absolutely.
Let's give them a big round of applause. We love these guys.
Thank you.
Val.
Sorry for my...
Thank you, Jodie.
Oh,
Come on.
your boo-boos.
Come on. What the hell? Is it an all-access exclusive?
It's an exclusive.
It's exclusive.
It's so funny because I never point at the camera, and today when I sliced my fingers open, so the old bandages up, and like today's the first time I pointed at the camera. I think because I was thinking like, don't point. That goes to show with the dance steps.
Yeah.
Well, look,
the
now
more
we
you think about it.
Now we know why.
What happened?
Exactly.
Thank you, Val. Thanks, guys, for coming
Thank
out.
you so
Oh no, we're
much.
not leaving.
Yeah.
We're gonna,
You can stay all
Wait,
day.
you gotta leave. We're gonna take over the show.
Take care. Thank you.
But someone will kill us. All right. Thanks, Jodie. See you, Val. Good luck, guys. Yes. The place is going crazy when Val comes up. Wow, that was pretty quick. In and out. Which means we now move on to, I think, a really interesting couple, Doug and Peter, because Doug, of course, has really been improving week on week. But
I love Doug.
He's been in trouble as down the bottom of that leaderboard.
He has.
And a lot of people have been saying, man, he could be the next one to go.
Right.
So it's going to be interesting to see what Peter can do with him. There's a lot of support in the ballroom, and there's a lot of support out in the NFL community there. Tom Brady, Facebook post there, throwing his support behind.
Pretty good support to have.
Huge.
Yeah.
What do you think we're going to see from Peter? What's she going to bring to this performance?
Well, Peter is incredible. She does such an incredible job with whoever she is. But then Karina is like so amazing. So they're very different styles. And
What's different about them?
they have a very different way of teaching and also dancing. I mean, they're both incredible in their own way. It's really hard to say because they'll just bring something else out, you know. I think they are doing a tango. So that's obviously the dance where he's going to have to work on his frame. And I know Peter's really great at the ballroom dances, so hopefully she's really worked on that. But it is difficult in 4 days to take someone and it's hard just to get the routine down and the steps. So let's just see what's happened. But Doug does need to get some good scores because he has sort of been down the bottom of the leaderboard. But he's got so much commitment and passion for it, which I love, and that takes you so far.
Yeah, and we love Doug. He really is, as you say, throwing himself into this and week on week improving. How about this week?
He's starting off he's great. He's starting off on the right foot. All good. I would like to, if I could get a hold of him, I'd try and get his head back, fix up his frame.
What should we be looking for now?
So, again, it's all about the frame. So you want to stay low and compact to the ground, which he's doing. It's a strong, sharp dance, but then there has to be some sort of moments of softness as well. At the moment, I think he's doing really well. I think this is one of his, better dances. Yeah, it's just see how he's got his chest over the top of Peter a little?
Yeah.
If he could fix that, which he could just bend his knees a little and get his bum under, and then really get that frame back. He could be, but I think this is one of his better dances.
The challenging thing, you compare Niall to Doug. I mean, Niall's a natural dancer a little bit more than Doug. So what are the challenges there for Peter?
Well, that's the thing. She's, obviously starting from scratch. She's used to working with Niall, but she's worked with everyone. She's had so many different types of people. She's had all levels of dancers.
So she understands what you need to make a novice.
Exactly. She completely understands what to do. So that's not an issue at all. But I thought that was a really strong dance for him.
Yeah, we saw a big smile from Max,
and
of course.
Well, then now Max is going to...
It's interesting.
Yeah,
it's interesting.
This is fiancé. It's just...
His fiancé, it'll be interesting to see if he mentions that or brings it up. But I think, Doug will be happy with that.
I think he did a really, really good job. I think that was one of his better ones.
In some ways, it's about surviving the switch-up, isn't it?
Absolutely. And I think Peter, she put a lot of tango content into that. There was so much proper tango. I think Len will be really happy because there was actual proper tango throughout that whole dance. And you can see he was working on his head and his shapes. So I reckon he's going to see some pretty good scores with this one.
Well, I know that Karina, in the first weeks was, she was finding it quite difficult to get him to where she wanted him to be.
Right.
What do you think? Is there an advantage in kind of having a week off in some ways and then hitting it fresh tomorrow?
Because we're not at the halfway point just yet, but maybe there is something about sort of switching up and then you've got this freshness when you come back.
And also nothing like as a motivator to sort of see, okay, wow, he did great.
And you don't get to see from the outside. You're dancing with them all the time. So now she might get a new perspective on what she wants to do with him, because she's actually now getting the chance to observe from standing there watching.
Well, look, there you go. You can see there. Peter worked some kind of magic this week.
She did a great job. That was amazing. It really was one of his better dances. But I think Karina's done a great job with him too. So, you know, it's hard to say, but that was really good.
I think that Karina's laid an incredible foundation.
She really has.
And she is certainly one of the most experienced pros on the series. So he couldn't be in safer hands.
Absolutely.
But it's, you know, of course, the questions are asked, you know, the scores, what are they going to be, the best he's ever had?
I reckon he's going to see some 8s. I don't know if he's even ever seen an 8, but I think they're going to go 7s, and maybe 1 8's going to be in there.
Well, of course, you know, someone's got to go home.
I know.
And it's all up to everyone at home out there.
Absolutely.
You've got to pick up the phone and vote. It's so important, isn't it?
It is. You've got to vote.
Yeah. Well, we're going to find out very soon if the scores are. What do you think?
I reckon 7. I'm going to say 7s, possibly 1 8. Maybe more, because I think that was one of his better dances he's done.
Well, so far...
And I think he's down the bottom of the leaderboard.
Yeah, he is.
So he needs a good one.
So far, we can look at that leaderboard. So far, it's been Len and Max who have been a little grumpy. Right. And it'll be interesting to see if he does get higher scores, where they come from. You can see the leaderboard there.
Yeah, he does need a good one to get him.
He's right down the bottom there.
So he's safe.
But look, they're pretty close. You can see the top there, 36.
It's true. They are close. And you know what? I think he does have a lot of support and a lot of fans out there. And half of it is you guys voting. It's not just about the judges.
It is.
So
and we can see the scores as they come in now.
Maybe he's going to do all 7s. Yeah.
7s.
And I think a 7.
Okay,
7s.
So there we go. 7s across the board.
There we go. I think that's a great score for him. I think it's probably his best score.
Well, yeah, I think...
Yeah. So I think
certainly
he'll be happy.
He will be happy, exactly.
Absolutely.
And I think in some ways, as much as it is about surviving for the celeb, it's also surviving for the pro, isn't it?
Absolutely.
The pro just wants to go, okay, I took you and I gave you back to your partner.
Exactly.
And I didn't break anything.
There you go. I did a good job. There you go.
It'll be a disaster for a pro to kind of get terrible scores and then...
Well, yeah, you'd feel so responsible.
You do feel responsible.
Awful. So you want to try and do the best job for them.
All right, well, cool. Look, incredible as always to have Kim Johnson here. And if you've got any questions or just want to ask what she's thought of the dancers or who she's looking forward to at DWTS All Access, I think you are going to go and answer some of those questions right now.
Yes.
Thank you, Kim. Which means that I am inviting in my main man over here, Paige, looking beautiful as always. There you go. And Sasha, look at this. Look at this combination. Look at this man.
We haven't danced yet.
I know.
So
I'm just saying.
No, what I'm saying is I don't want this to ruin my. I don't want this to ruin
I see
my
what
hair.
you're saying. Look, unbelievable. See, Sasha doesn't like to come up beforehand because he's getting in the zone.
Yeah.
In the zone right now.
I'm getting her in the zone right here.
Okay, how has this week been? We love Sasha up here at All Access, and are you in on that or?
Yeah. We've had a lot of fun this week. A lot. It's been really, really cool. I mean, obviously he's different than Mark, but I still had just as much fun.
I'm going to get your mic ready. And you really knew how to welcome him. Like, can we just take a look at this foot? And you've got an incredible throw as well. Look at this.
Watch this.
See how that's so good. I watch it. We've watched it all day, Sasha. Wait till the slow motion. Talk us through it, Sasha.
Yeah.
It looked
That was
quite painful.
So that was me trying to distract her, so she keeps focused the whole time through the dance, no matter what happens. Lighting falls, sound, something. She did it. Then she threw it at me, and I was like, "See, I got this." And then turn around, wow.
She clocked you right in the face. It was a great throw. I mean, look, if nothing else.
Thank you.
I'd love to. We've got a tennis ball here now. I want you to stand there and have a go. But no, right now, we're going to play Switch Up Confessions. We're going to ask you some serious questions, okay?
Switch
Look at that. I mean, it took hours to make that.
The rolls on this
I
bad
know,
boy.
baby. That's how we roll. The Switch Up moment is kind of like a blind date. Was there instant chemistry between you guys?
Yeah, it was easy.
Yeah. It was easy.
It was easy.
Look at that.
Look at that.
Okay. What is the one thing that you've learned from your new partner that you didn't already know?
Oh.
What did you look at this man. What did he teach you?
What did you teach me? He taught me how to rumba. I didn't do that before.
Very good.
Yeah.
Great answer. Okay, is there anything that you did with your current partner that you don't want your old partner to know about?
We did have a lot of fun.
We did have a lot of fun.
Mark might get a little jealous. We had a lot of fun.
Vaughn and Lindsay came up with a nickname for themselves, and they're like, well, they do not want Whitney to know about it, you see. So, look, you know, there's secrets that you've got to keep. And the last question, are you guys going to try and keep this relationship up, keeping in mind that it's now long distance?
It is long distance
Listen,
now.
there's always texting. We're in the same studio. I'll be definitely checking in on her, how she's going.
Yeah, and you really want to send her back to Mark, don't you, with great scores and just a great experience.
Exactly. The main thing I tell Paige is it's about enjoying this dance. It's about being in the moment. No matter what happens around, she just has an amazing memory and enjoys the dance.
Okay, well, Sasha, look, they're doing a switch up where we're switching up the questions, and I don't know what's in this pile, and you can pick one of these and ask me a question.
Right. Have you ever considered poisoning Tom Bergeron's food so you can host the main show?
Oh, it's a great question. Yes,
yes. I'm sure you've done that.
They don't let me near him. You know, I can't get close enough. But
the question is, do you ever wake up sweaty?
There's a question.
Do you ever wake up sweaty?
Why is that?
Just like...
Look at the makeup mirror. Let's change the subject.
Oh, this is awkward.
Good.
So I don't even know if you guys knew that there was a camera in there.
Yeah, we knew.
And I always wake up sweaty, Sash.
But do you ever wake up sweaty, dreaming and wanting to be the host of this show?
Yeah, like when you're in the lobster suit and then you're dreaming.
It's sweaty in that lobster suit, let me tell you. It's paid off.
Well, look, guys, thank you so much for coming up on. I know, especially before you guys dance, go and get ready, head it out of the park. I'm thinking 410s. Would that be cool?
Let's do it. That'd be nice. That'd be very nice.
We can text Max now.
All right.
Thanks, Paige.
Thanks, guys.
Thanks, Sash.